Oh,
I'm surprised he can make it. He's late, but he got here anyway. Keith Jackson, the owner of Benjamin Franklin Plumbing, and out of Hartselle, service in Morgan County, Limestone County, Madison County too. You busy?
We're real busy, Jamie.
You told me you didn't get through at 11 o'clock last night.
Well, I had plumbers out till 11 last night. I actually was out running a truck till 9 last night, and I came in, and then my wife and I waited for those guys to call and debrief and tell us what they did and make sure they were all okay, because they've been putting in a lot of hours.
What's the problem?
What's the problem? 5-degree temperature and wind chill below zero. That's the problem.
According to the Huntsville Times, AL.com, it says the bad news is burst pipes will start appearing yesterday and today, and according to this article, you need to get on a waiting list if you want a plumber to be out there.
That's correct, Jamie. We've been doing everything we can to accommodate everybody. We have a couple of customers that told us they're actually staying in hotels so we can get there today.
Oh, goodness.
And,
really?
Yeah, we had one lady tell us hers were frozen, so she closed everything down, went to her mom's, and got there, and hers were frozen. So,
how does this work? If things are frozen and aren't working, when it starts to fall, like today, with the temperature going to be, like Gloria told you earlier, 50, when does that start? How big of problems can this be?
Okay, it can be pretty big, Jamie. What happens is as the pipes begin to thaw, pressure expands and the pipes break. And they might already be broken, but the ice has got them blocked, so there's no leaks. But as it all thaws out, wherever the leaks are, then the water's going to start pouring out.
Could this also affect if you're on a foundation?
Oh, yes. It could affect everything in your home.
So people need to actually walk around their home and make sure there's no foundation problems, too.
Governor Bentley this morning says out of Birmingham, the freezing weather really hit home with Governor Robert Bentley. $50,000 in damage at his private home in Tuscaloosa after a water pipe froze and burst in the attic.
Yes.
That water's going somewhere.
We fixed quite a few where it froze and burst, and it warmed up enough, and it flooded their homes. And a lot of the restoration companies are coming in behind us and sucking up water, and they're beginning the process of removing carpet and floors and sheetrock. Water does a lot of damage. More damage than fires, so that's what the insurance companies say.
What is your advice right now to homeowners this morning in our listening audience that have frozen pipes?
Okay, if they're frozen right now, my advice is to cut the water off coming to the home if you haven't already done that.
Out at the road?
Out at the road, or if you have a cutoff valve there at your house, cut the main off, open every faucet in your home. And then about every 2 hours after the temperature gets up to about 35 today, which it's going to do, turn the water on and be right there to check it. There's about a 50-50 chance, depending on the kind of pipes you have and how cold it actually got. If your pipes are in the attic, they're probably going to break. But if they're in the wall or something and it wasn't quite as cold in that wall, it's about a 50-50 chance that you'll have damage to your pipes. But if you're right there with it when you turn it on, you can check it and turn it off before it affects your home very much.
Now, you say you've got, what, 11 plumbers?
We've actually, Jamie, we've actually got seven men out in the field. We got 4 people working in the office answering calls and dispatching.
Now, somebody calls your number right now. Brad, if you'll put that back up, please, on Benjamin Franklin. If somebody calls your office today, it says here these people are backed up for a couple of days in Huntsville, some of these people, 773-8806. What's the time frame on getting to them?
Jamie, if they're a regular customer, one of our people to purchase the yearly maintenance agreements, we're going to work them in either this afternoon or in the morning. Now, if they're not, we've been actually trying to call some other plumbers that maybe weren't so busy for whatever reason and trying to get so we could work and help the people get their water back on. Probably booking on Saturday now if you've not used this before.
But hurry up and
Saturday?
That's correct.
Well, what are the people supposed to do? Water's running off. Oh, cut the water off.
Cut it off.
Cut the water off.
And we have had some people call that just could not turn their water off physically, and so we've rushed somebody out there to get that done for them.
In all the years you've been in plumbing, Keith, have you ever seen a situation as dire as this one?
No, I haven't.
Well, it's 20 years since it's been this cold.
That's right. We had some freeze damage. I think it was 2009, right around the Rose Bowl, right around that time.
We won that one.
We were winning. Yeah. And we had some freeze damage then, but it was very limited compared to this. This is like you'll be at someone's house and their next door neighbor comes and sees your plumbing truck and says, "Oh, there's my phone now." They'll call and say, "Can you come to my house next?" And you'll have to say, "I got to call my office and see who's next."
Right.
All right, let's talk about this maintenance program that you offer. What is that? I know you talked about it once before here, but tell me again about it.
What it is, we call it a Ben Society membership, and we come out to your home once a year and do annual maintenance. We'll check and see if you got pipes in the attic. We'll make sure they're insulated as best as possible. Check everything to see if there's any potential problem that you have. We drain and flush your water heaters. If you have a tankless water heater, we flush the calcium and lime buildup out of it. But you get a 15% discount on all our services, a 5% discount on new products, and you always go to the top of the list when you
All
call.
right.
So you're a priority customer.
I know there's not much hope now, but what should people do should there be freezing temperatures like
Get
this
that
again?
maintenance thing.
Well,
Aw.
any time just to get prepared, the main thing is insulate any pipe that's exposed where it's an outside faucet. Make sure your hoses are disconnected from it. Get those insulated. We saw a lot of damage from it started at the outside faucet, and it freezes back into the wall, and then it breaks behind there, you know. So get those insulated. Keep your heat on a little bit higher than normal. Open your cabinet doors. Just really
Run
make sure.
water in different rooms?
You know, they're saying right now because there's a water shortage that they don't want people doing that, but that is one of the best ways
Well,
to keep your pipes from freezing.
There's an article here that I got that says drain water from swimming pool and water sprinkler system, which I never drained my sprinkler system.
And your hose was
Do not put antifreeze
frozen.
in these lines unless recommended.
That's correct.
How do
Is
you put it in
antifreeze something? I
lines?
thought that'd kill an animal in a
It
heartbeat.
will. It'll kill
Yeah.
a person too.
Don't be putting it
So
in
I wouldn't
water.
put any antifreeze in my domestic, my drinking water. You know, that would not be a good thing. But it'd be a really hard thing to get it in there. But no, you don't want to do anything like that.
So is this a Super Bowl of business for you?
Well, I don't know if you call it a Super Bowl. It's super tired. I tell you, I got plumbers, and those guys are working so hard, but they come in the morning, like yesterday morning, I could just look at them, and they're so tired.
They're
But they
exhausted.
take that next call. When it comes, they get finished with one, they call in, tell us what they did, got this customer working, and they said, where's my next one? And that's amazing to me.
So your phone at Benjamin Franklin over there out of Hartsville, you're ringing off the hook. Now, what all area will you service?
We service Morgan, Madison, Limestone County. We sure do. Now, there's parts of Limestone County out there by the river on that far side that's just a little bit too far for us to go.
So today is when people start to thaw.
That's right. And if you got frozen pipes anywhere in your home, I'd suggest you cut your water off. Even if you've been using part of your home and the other part is frozen, cut it off today. And then after it gets up to, above freezing, probably about 35 degrees, cut it on and check everything when you're there cutting it on. Make sure if you go off to work today and you got frozen pipes, cut your water off before you
Well,
leave.
most homeowners here in those three counties of North Alabama prepared for something like this.
No, Jamie, we're just not used to this kind of cold. I have some friends that own some of these Ben Franklin franchises, like in Minneapolis and places, and it's been colder there than it's been at the North Pole. But they're better prepared. The house from a brand new, when they build the houses, they prepare them better for this cold weather than we do here because we just don't see it.
Water damage can cause a lot of problems.
A lot.
Yeah,
Very expensive.
sorry to say. I've been in some homes just this week that look really bad, and there's going to be a pretty good process to get everything cleaned up and whole kitchen renovations and stuff because of it.
All right, Benjamin Franklin, here's that number again at the bottom of the screen, or right there, our full page, 773-8806. Get on there, preferred list, like we're trying to do,
Agreements.
773-8806. Got to get that maintenance going. All right, man, roll tide. I know we got
Thank
beat,
you.
but hey, Nussmeister.
I saw that yesterday.
Yeah. Maybe we get to Kiffin.
I think we may.
Well,
Man, I know you're busy. Your phone's been ringing since you've been here this morning, so I know you got to go out and get them going, and look forward to getting you back on here before long.
All right, thank you.
All right, we got to take a break for the day. It's our first show of the year. Glad to have
You
Keith
did
up here,
it.
Stanley, Dusty, and everybody else that was in here this morning. Y'all got something you need to hit us up on Facebook, do that. countryrover@gmail.com. You can email me, let me know what's going on. Need to know anything?
Good.
We'll be back in action tomorrow. Seth will be joining us, Herbs and More, Dieters Delight. Go get you some. Everybody's wanting to lose weight. And we'll talk with Mark Moody and everybody out housing tomorrow, too. All that. The Friday
Wow.
regulars, Matthew and everybody. Be back tomorrow. See y'all.
Bye-bye.